Hello, hello, beautiful beings. This is Lori and Rowan surfing Vuzuvaya. Today is a solar eclipse day. I'm very excited. I'm also very fasting. It's a little touch and base on the importance. Oh, hola, amiga. Hola, Snoopy. Buenos dias. Oh. Snoopy's a very awesome dog. Come see. He's a very awesome dog. He's coming up and came up to say hi. This morning has been absolutely beautiful. The sun is rising again. I can see it, not quite clearly yet, but it's been fantastic. Saw the dance of Venus and Jupiter through the sky this morning before the sun rose. Powerful, so close. Holy tap dancing, blessed goodness. That was super cool. And yeah, it's been this process of being part of this planet, of this consciousness, of this era, of this time, this experience, of this shift. This is fantastically, interestingly powerful time. And it's like, in terms of purpose and definition of purpose, I've really noticed that it often tends towards the capitalist influence career angle. And, it's like, we're a lot more, I don't know. I don't think that the earth was created by capitalism. So, there's like so much to life, to growth, to accomplishment that is not defined by the directness of our work. It is instead just what it is. It is what it is. Which is everything. Which is all of it. Which is life. Here for joy and connection and friendship and art. Exploration of my inner landscapes. Admiration and connection with the world around me, the outer landscapes. The place where those two things meet, where the outer landscapes and my inner landscapes become the same. It was interesting considering, because personally my being has always been very adaptable. My face changes a lot. My being is very adaptable, and let's face it, in a very substantial and real way. We are all just dancing bits of energy. We are more space than matter, and matter itself is just a dancing bit of energy. Dancing really fast. Just energy dancing to particular rhythms in particular ways of interconnecting dynamics with other bits of light and energy dancing. That is the nature of the substance of the material world, right? That is us. We are infinite beings, and uh, parts of our energy are dancing in this particular way, which is the experience on this planet. And in my adaptation, and someone was very surprised at different pictures of me, all of which are in the last couple of months, yeah. And so I was very, I had to think about that and be like, okay. I've been realizing, as we've been discussing, how much, like, my being, how connected and tied, though. Connected, tied. Like in Ho'oponopono, aksha chords. So, where have I been anchoring myself, right? That's a huge discussion. Where have I been tying myself to the world? What is my anchor? And am I anchoring to a place out of trust? And so the surrender, which is bliss. Am I anchoring out of fear? Grabbing and holding on? Some of all of the above for me in my process. Oh my gosh, the sky right now is just so gorgeous. Oh, I would love to share all of these views with you and just savor them with me and energetically drink in, sharing what I'm feeling. So here we are, And myself, it's really interesting because, in both my work and my professional life, in my personal life, I have been very protective of the beings who I love, And it is easy and natural for me to want to enfold them, for me to want to encompass them with love and appreciation, to support them in what they're doing. And as many people might have, I don't know how many people been aware in my experiences that I have been in full debt. My experiences this last year, I've been realizing I was enfolded. I have been trusting that enfolding. I have been falling into that embrace, right? Because life knows me. I don't need to. I love the joy of trying to describe infinity and divine and the explorations of the landscapes and the nature of existence, and how and why and when and who, and diving into experience and analyzing and holding space for is like a huge motivation and joy in my life. And at the same time, this is, an understanding that this is part of what my human was built. It was like Einstein used to say, it's a Zen process, man. Einstein used to say that he, would study the fuck out of everything. Paraphrasing. He would study the fuck out of everything, and then he would forget it and delegate it to his subconscious and the other aspects of his mind, and leave his active, conscious mental body open so that there was room for more absorption and more learning. And this is where, like today for me, this eclipse, this process, this accelerated growth and healing and learning. Because the little microbes in our bodies think a much longer time has passed, so we're able to to produce, and the cellular metabolisms of all these things are in sync with this accelerated time. So we are, so that's pretty fucking cool. So we can do that year's worth of healing in a flash of a moment. But here's the thing, there is no time, ultimately. But let's also use the tools that are at hand. This is simultaneous truth. This is the fun time of the playground. It's like, on the one hand, it is, and it's got all this amazing and potential, and if it's the right vibe and the right thing for if it's the tool for you right now, then fucking awesome. Ride this particular wave, get on your board, ride this particular wave out. If it's not the tool for you, then you can also rest it out. And it will still, we are all part of what is happening. We are part of the shift. So for me, this eclipse is already in this Venus-Jupiter conjunction. I could see Saturn and Mars in beautiful triangulation this morning, I believe. So there's Venus. Jupiter was honestly, like, it looked like you could squish him. Squish him. Looked like you could squish him. And then, exactly in line with them, Mars is red and small, but it's intense. And then in a perfect triangle along like a baseline, a different line extending. Those two were completely in line with Mars, and then in a perfect triangulation was Saturn, and God, it was absolutely gorgeous. It's, this understanding, this anchoring. So you have what are the metaphors and the connections there. So Jupiter brings opportunity, potential, amazing energy. Venus is love, right? Love, emotion, openness, healing, growth, and openness in the heart, right? In line with Mars, the fire that can transform and heal, the passion that directed in the highest vibrational way clears the space and allows for and encourages, is the fertilizer for the new growth that comes in. Yeah. And anchored by Saturn, anchored by the beauty and clockwork and nature of the interdynamics of the physical world, the material reality, that we can take this like an arrow, this Venus-Jupiter alignment, Venus-Jupiter-Mars like an arrow, focusing and bringing together all of our beautifulness. And that they are stabilized and anchored into existence in the material world in that Saturn. It looked like a bow and arrow in the sky. And that is me today, is realizing that, it's like love and opportunity and healing are those directed energies that is flowing through me and flowing through my life. And for myself, I'm anchoring in this world, but I'm anchoring in surrender. I'm anchoring in letting go, letting the arrow fly. Because for myself, I have felt very tied to the nature of my responsibilities on this planet, and that is my definition. I am a doer. I am a doer. I do things. I help the people. I support the stuff. I am a doer. I am a beer. I'm here to be. And doing flows through me. Doing visits. Yeah. And I'm a beer. I'm here for the energy. I'm here for my experience. I'm here to be the song that I am. To be the note in the symphony of the planet. That is harmony, that is love, and that I'm here for joy and the experience of it. You know? That all of these beings and these aspects, this has been a learning I've been progressing through, especially as I'm expanding in my practice and my teaching again, is how personally I experience and co-experience my clients' lives with them. And realizing another deep layer of surrender that my team, my angels, my supportive beings, the love of the divine itself, that is what is all of it. And that has always been the support and the director for my clients. That has always been the doer of the energy that moves through me. And I describe that often. I repeat it often to other people, apparently, because I needs to hear it. And so, here for the shift. And the shift for me has been the growing understanding that surrender is a very stable place for me. That I am anchored in the love of the divine. There's the very force of love and growth and opportunity and healing through me. In today's eclipse, embracing fasting, buddies. Fasting just makes it a much easier experience and allows your being to transform as lightly and easily as it could. Now, not everyone can fast. Some people's blood sugar really has to stay stable for their well-being. That can be everyone, like we're not just talking about extremes like diabetics and stuff. That can be, people with thyroid issues. It can be lots of reasons. But consider, consider the opportunity to wait to fast until the eclipse is finished this afternoon. And in love and in honor, in peace and in grace, for the highest good of all concerned, here we are. So this is Lori and Rowan, surfing Vuzuvaya, riding the waves of shift, riding the waves of letting go and guidance. I love you and I'm with you. This is going to be a really fun eclipse day. Yeah.